Yo, what's going on, boys and girls? My name's Shano and welcome to another Forza Horizon 5 video. In this video I'm just quickly going to show you how I build and tune my cars for drifting. So this here we've got the Hakosuka Skyline. I believe it's called the 2000 GT on this game. This was quite famous in Fast and Furious 5, I think. A black one that Paul Walker drove through the city of, I think it was Mexico. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into this. So first up, we're going to jump into upgrades and tuning, custom upgrades, and we're going to pick an engine. So engine swap. The original is what, a 2 litre, 160 horsepower, naturally aspirated, I think. I don't actually know what engine this is, but we're going to change it anyway. So we've got the 3.2. I believe that is a BMW engine. Possibly out of a E46 or an E36, so the S50 or S54. Maybe go for that. We got a 6.2 V8, maybe that's an LS, and RB26 obviously. Not too sure what the turbo is, and racing 3 litre inline 6 turbo, possibly an RB30, balled out RB26 to RB30. But we don't want to go stupid power on this because this is going to be a sort of beginner drift car, if you like. So I'm probably going to go with the, what should we go for? The RB26. Let's keep it Nissan. So drivetrain, we're going to keep stock. Like I say, beginner drift car. We've got the Forza Horizon 5 wide body kit, makes it a little bit lower, a little bit wider. That's pretty cool. Just double check it hasn't changed my engine. Yeah, cool. Do some aero and appearance. This all looks pretty shitty, to be honest. Oh, actually, that looks alright. I do like the oil cooler at the front though. Let's keep the oil cooler. Spoiler, kind of ruins it a little bit. Especially you can't paint that. If it was white, then maybe. And if it didn't have the things on the back. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks pretty cool. Bit more drifty spec. Let's go with that. Tyres, I think on this one we're going to go for, probably going to aim for about 800 horsepower. So I think the tyres we're going to go with probably, let's see how we do with the street tyres maybe. Snow tyres are pretty good when it comes to rear wheel drive. The drift tyres are also pretty good. They're a little bit too grippy for me, to be honest. The drift tyres on a low horsepower car. I mean, you can camber the rear and you can leave the the wheels like this thin. Look at that. They're like fucking 145s or something. They're rubbish. But let's go with the sport tyres, maybe. Yeah, sport tyres, and make them a little bit wider. Oh, it's 165. So I weren't far off with the 145. So we're going to be adding quite a bit of power. So maybe go with the 245s at the front and probably 265s on the rear. Let's see how that goes. Want to change these disgusting wheels. There is one set of wheels that I absolutely love on this car, but I don't know what they're called. It's actually one of the Forza ones. None of them. You'll see them when you'll know exactly what I mean when you see them. Or you can go with like some works. Nah, they're proper old school looking, not that old school. Yeah, them. I think it's them. Compomotives. They look pretty cool, I think. They look very retro. Let's just double check that is them. Oh, they look a bit funky, don't they? What the hell? Yeah, so it's definitely the Compomotives. I think they look wicked. They kind of look like the mini super lights. But yeah, I like them. Front room size. What we got? We got 14s on that bad boy. Maybe 16s. 16s aren't too big, are they? Yeah, nah. Let's go to this. Oh, 17s actually. No, 16s. 16s. 16s look good. Go to the 16s. Drivetrain, we want to max this out. We don't want any like sloppiness between gear changes or anything. Just go with the sports transmission. I'm not making this for any sort of like category or class or anything. We're just we're just making a cool little beginner drift car. Drift diff. Brakes. I always put the biggest, best brakes on my drift cars. 800 odd horsepower. You're gonna want some cool big brakes. That looks mean. That looks proper cool. That. Unfortunately, the fitment is a bit shitty. But yeah, that looks cool. That. Anti-roll bars. We want the adjustment on these, so we got to put the biggest ones in, the best ones in. Do we want a roll cage? Stiffen it up a little bit, maybe a bit more weight. 49 kilos, that's fine though. Full weight reduction. Engine, yeah, like I say, I want to get this probably about 800 horsepower. So push this all the way up. Cams are good, 112 horsepower from the cams. Probably just leave the turbo out, to be honest. Let's see what we got in a sec. If I'm a bit lacking on power, then I will. 640, yeah, maybe we'll upgrade the turbos just one. 733. The trouble with turbos is it makes it a little bit trickier to drift. You've sort of got a bigger increase in the power band. So you go from 0 power, like you can see on the graph there. You go from sort of like 2,000 to 3,000 RPM. Massive amount of power all of a sudden. I mean, you're always going to be in it though, so fuck it. Let's go the big turbos. Let's go the big boy turbos. And that's pretty much it, to be honest. Install the setup. 1.6 G's of force. That's pretty standard for a low power drift car. 800 horsepower is a lot, but it's not that much for a drift car. So yeah, let's go try this out quick. On the standard setup. Might have to a bit of lag there. Might have to change my rear tyre, or sorry, my tyres, depending on how I get on. This feels pretty good though. Okay, fifth's a bit boggy. Let's do it. Let's go and do the Cara Este, whatever the fuck it's called. New needle climb. Let's just call it that. Let's just go and call it a new. Let's call it a new needle climb. Let's go and do this. You can see that at 5,000 RPM, the wheels start spinning. That's because of the turbos. Even though their peak power or their increase in power is a lot lower than that. I will note that I've just been drifting a lot of all-wheel drive cars down here, making another video, which I've actually stacked off the idea for, so you won't see that video. But yeah, if I'm a bit rubbish, it's because I'm a bit rusty. But this car is actually cool. This car feels really good. We're not going for stupid power. Bit two-wheel there. Let's not do that. We're not going for stupid amount of points. If we can hit sort of like 950, maybe a million, after the tune, that'd be good. Because this has no tune on at the moment. Although it is pretty decent. I don't normally drift rear-wheel drive cars, but they are pretty fun to drive, to be fair. So if you want to know how to like properly drift, please leave it in the comments below. I'm not making this like a tutorial on how to drift. I'm just building this Hakosuka as a beginner drift car. Yeah, it's a bit. I could probably do with a little bit more power, to be honest. A bit more power and a bit more rear grip, because I'm going quite slowly. Although it is nice just to put on the edge of the corner. Fifth gear is a bit boggy. I need to change that definitely. We're on 500,000 as we pass that tractor. That's not too bad. I'm normally on about 600k, so that's in my big Formula Drift cars though, not a little Hakosuka with 800 horsepower. I should note that I'm not using manual clutch. So all the clutch kicks that you see me do is because I've held the handbrake and smashed the throttle. It's a oh yeah. Oh okay. Thanks game. Cheers Forza. Thanks for that. That was brilliant. That. I lost what I was saying. Oh yeah. So the you can see I'm holding A. I'm holding the handbrake and the throttle, and it does sort of like a clutch kick, which is pretty good because I can't use the manual clutch. I'm just not good enough. Maybe I'll give it a go. But yeah, for now I use that as my clutch kicks. You don't really need clutch kicks on like unless you're using a 200 horsepower MX-5 or BMW E36 or something. This car feels good. This car feels really good. Did say that I was going for 950 points, which we smashed. So see if we can get 1 million here on our last corner. I just ruined that. That feels pretty good, you know. That feels really good. A little bit under power, a little bit less grip than I'd like, but there's not really a lot we can do about that. So to add more grip to the rear, we can go for a little bit of positive camber. To make it a little bit more snappy, we can go for a little bit of toe, maybe 1.5 on the front, 1 degree on the rear. Let's see that. Tyres, I'll probably leave as they are. Maybe a little bit less on the front. Maybe give us a little tiny bit more grip. Let's go with that. Anti-roll bars, the front. The softer they are, the more the front rolls, the more front grip you get as a general rule of thumb. If you have them too soft, then you sort of it goes the other way. You don't get as much grip. So we're gonna lower them just a little bit more front grip. Rear I'm gonna leave how it is. Same with the springs. The softer the springs, the sort of more transitional grip you get. So we're gonna drop that just a tiny little bit, tiny little bit. Rear we're gonna leave how it is. Because I'm pretty happy with the rear. I mean, I've taken the camber from negative to positive on the rear. Aero, we have no aero. Brake, I kind of go for a little bit of front, like 60. Yo, so watching this back, I realised I was pretty nervous when making this live commentary, and I've made a couple of mistakes. The first mistake was changing the wrong gearbox. You'll see that later in the video. I chose the wrong gearbox, which meant I can't change the gear ratios, but you'll see that later on. The second mistake was the brake bias here on screen now. I've actually moved the slider to the left, so that has given me more rear brake. So what you actually want to do is move the slider to the right if you want more front brake. You can test this out for yourself if you just go along with ABS off and just hard brake. You'll see this for yourself. But basically, yeah, the more the slider is to the left, the more rear brake you get. The more the slider is to the right, the more front brake you get. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that bollocks, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, boys. It helps like just a little bit, especially in four-wheel drives when you're transitioning. And the diff we definitely want high and low sorry, acceleration and deceleration maxed out. Just lock the diff at all times. So let's fast travel back to the top quick, see if we can beat our score. Can't actually remember what our score was. What was it, 980? Something like that. See if we can get over 1 million now with our little tune. I will tune this again and again and again, but as a general rule of thumb, what I said just there, you can implement that over and over again. If you do a run and you've got too much front grip, then adjust the springs and that accordingly. But this feels pretty good. This feels really good actually. So I didn't do my gear ratios. 5th gear is still boggy. I need that closer to 4th. But this feels amazing. This feels really good. This feels really, really good. Cut that corner a bit more than I'd like to, but that's okay. Can't quite get it all the way out to the edge of the corner. I would like a little bit more power in this, to be honest. But that's probably because I'm used to like 1500 horsepower Formula Drift cars. Definitely shouldn't have been in second there either. Oh, messed that up. It's really hard talking and doing this, you know. Oh yeah, this is so bad. This is my first proper live commentary, to be fair, so please don't hate me. We are doing a little bit better. I'm scared to change into 5th. Yeah. Maybe I'll do one more run. But, sort out those bloody gear alignments. Gear alignments, gear ratios. I'm pretty happy with the rest of the car, to be honest. I can kind of put it where I want it. Like if I... Yeah, that's better. That's good. Slow down here. Maybe a little bit too much I slowed down there. That's okay. We still didn't have to mangy or straighten. That was good. I wouldn't be this much on the limiter. Oh, nice. Low video memory. Thanks for that. That GTX 770 coming in clutch there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I wouldn't be this much on the limiter, but I'm just scared of changing into 5th. I need that gear ratio sorted out. See if we can get 1 million here. It's going to be close. Just about, I think. No, maybe not. 995. Oh, okay, so we improved a little bit, but I need that gear ratio sorted out, so let me do that quick. Oh, what? Did I not put the right box on? Okay, 2 seconds. So gearing, we want 5th. We want 5th down there a little bit, and probably bring 6th as well, just a bit closer. But the tyres, yeah. I mean, I wasn't spinning out or anything, but I don't know. Let's add a little bit of negative camber. Maybe a little bit more toe as well. Let's do it. Alright, so it actually seems that 5th and 6th are where to be now. Yo, so earlier in the video, I actually said that I was quite nervous, and I was so nervous at this point in the video, I stopped talking completely. That was it. From here on out, there's just nothing. So if you're still here, then I do appreciate it. If you subscribed, then that actually means the world to me. Makes me really motivated to keep on making videos and try harder, try to get better, try not being so nervous. But if you're still here, then this is the share code for this car. Check it out. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of the video. Peace out, boys and girls.